Rank the starting quarterbacks in the NFC West next season.
Stafford's number one.
Undeniably. Now, 2 is tough. Take your time on this one.
No, 2's not tough. It's Kyler Murray.
I got a newfound respect for Colin. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another episode. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. Follow me on all my social platforms. Everything will be in the description below. All right, everybody, let's dive right into it. Let's go ahead and talk about that clip that we ended up seeing from Colin Cowherd. Now, me personally, I usually like to stay away from these type of shows, right? Your big ESPN shows, your Fox Sports shows, but for some reason, this really intrigued me because one of the big questions out there is that the Jonathan Gannon hire, right? There's a lot of people who are not really a big fan of it. Now, during this, this podcast with Colin Cowherd and his co-host, they ended up talking about, the idea of nobody wanting this job, right? Putting that narrative out there that Brian Flores actually was given the job, or at least was offered the job, but he ended up saying no along with Dan Quinn. Now, we all kind of know all the rumors, right? And some people kind of feel like we were left with Jonathan Gannon. Now, one thing that I want to kind of really focus on specifically on this, interview or clip or a little clip of podcast that we ended up seeing was that, we ended up hearing Colin Cowherd really give you the real, right? The big narrative out there is that nobody wanted this job because of Kyler Murray, right? Kyler Murray is washed up, right? Kyler Murray is no good, right? We all hear this narrative, right? He's hard to work with, right? We all hear it. But big respects, man, big absolute respects to Colin Cowherd, because honestly, it was about a 4 to 5 minute clip of just basically doing everything in his power to really kind of come to the aid of Kyler Murray. Now, we understand as Cardinal fans as well that Kyler Murray comes with flaws, right? We understand that. I don't think anybody out there is saying that Kyler Murray is the best to work with, right? He's, he doesn't have attitude. We all know that, right? We see it with our own eyes, right? We don't need a source to know that, sometimes when things go bad, things go really bad. And I don't think right now, or at least at those very moments, those first 4 years, I don't think Kyler Murray really knows how to hide his emotions. Now, granted, yes, we do know he's a winner, right? We do know that he was a winner coming into the NFL and he wants to win. Now, can that be a big factor as to why, right, his emotions get the best of him sometimes? Yo, absolutely, right? Now, we all know that big narrative, but definitely big shout out to Colin Cowherd coming out to defend Kyler Murray. Now, one of his co-hosts, or the co-host that he was actually doing that podcast with, ended up asking him, rank the NFC West quarterbacks, and he said Stafford. Now, I don't agree with this whole Stafford. Now, I get it, right? He won a Super Bowl. Okay, we can put him at number 1. That's fine. And then he ended up saying, go ahead and go number 2. It's going to be very hard. I'll give you some time. And then Colin Cowherd ended up coming out and said, it's not hard. It's Kyler Murray. And the co-host was like, what are you talking about? This man was literally trying to put either Brock Purdy, Trey Lance, or even Geno Smith over Kyler Murray. You got to be out of your mind. And this is it. This is the problem that we've been hearing, right? We've been hearing and what we've been seeing from this big national media people out there saying things like Kyler Murray is not good because nobody wants to work with them. You're absolutely out of your mind. Kyler Murray is a superb talent. He's elite. He's a great athlete. Now, we need somebody that's going to be able to rein in his personality, basically put him out there and succeed. That's what we need. Now, we're all hoping that Jonathan Gannon can be that guy. The narrative out there that Kyler Murray isn't at least the second best quarterback in the NFC West is absolutely blasphemy. Now, credit to Brock Purdy, right? He's done a magnificent thing. He's won, 6 straight games, and kudos to him. Honestly, great job to Brock Purdy, truly. But Trey Lance is not better than Kyler. Brock Purdy is not better than Kyler Murray. Geno Smith, yes, he had a better year, and I can fully admit that Geno Smith looked very, very good last year, but he is not better than Kyler Murray. It just absolutely boggles my mind to hear that we have some big national media people out there that are putting out this narrative that Kyler Murray is not second best quarterback in the NFC West. Now, yes, I'm going to be a little biased and say that I would rather take Kyler Murray and what his potential can be number 1, right, over Matthew Stafford, but I get it. Matthew Stafford did win a Super Bowl, and yes, for the sake of this argument, yes, we will put him at number 1, but it's crazy crazy to me that there's people out there that are saying that he is not number 2 in the NFC West. Now, along with this conversation, there was also a topic talking about, Jonathan Gannon, right? Going back to Jonathan Gannon, being that he was, not the first choice because of Brian Flores ended up, declining it, right? Jonathan Gannon has his work cut out for him. We're fully aware of that. This is not an easy job to take from the outside looking in, right? But this is the only position from all the openings that were available that had a quarterback, an elite quarterback available. Now, it's a hard job. Yes, it is an absolute hard job. But this is 1 out of 32 jobs in the entirety of the United States. 1 in 32 jobs. If you're not looking for a hard job, right, something to keep you on your toes, then we don't want you here. We absolutely do not want you here. Jonathan Gannon is our head coach, whether you like it or you don't. We're going to support it, right? Kyler Murray is at least the second best quarterback in the NFC West. I don't want to hear anybody else saying anything different. Now, like I said a little earlier, I say he's number 1. But for the sake of the argument being that Stafford won a Super Bowl, okay, we'll give Stafford that number 1 spot. But it's absolutely crazy to me that we are in this situation right now. And this is probably one of the very few big top national media people out there that has come to the aid of Kyler Murray. Kudos to Colin Cowherd, honestly, because it's getting out of hand out here. It truly is. Let me know what you guys are thinking, ladies and gentlemen. How are you feeling about this crazy Kyler Murray hate that we've been hearing, right, for it seems like months now? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, go Cards.